Windows creaked open. Faces appeared, then vanished. Doors closed softly, one after another. Every movement carried caution. There were whispers, strange cries in the night, sudden illness, people dying without warning. But no one knew why. What would later be called the Black Death did not announce itself. It arrived quietly, carried by ships from the Black Sea. In late 1347, merchants fleeing war and unrest brought more than silk and spices. Hidden among their cargo was a disease that would move from port to port, and then far beyond. In 1347, long before anyone in Europe sensed what was approaching, merchant ships began slipping into the Mediterranean. When they reached the Sicilian port of Messina, many of the sailors on board were already dying. Others were dead. These were Genoese trading ships returning from the ports of the Black Sea. Their holds were filled with grain, hides, and goods meant for market. They were also carrying something unseen, rats, and the fleas living on them, infected with a bacterium that would later be called Yersinia pestis. By the time the ships were secured at the docks, the signs were already there. Some vessels arrived nearly empty of life, their crews gone or collapsed below deck. The cargo was unloaded anyway. The rats followed. Without warning or announcement, the plague entered Europe through the ordinary channels of trade. Back in town, the day unfolds as it always has. Market stalls open at sunrise. Bakers stack fresh loaves. Children dart between carts, laughing as they trade crumbs of bread. Merchants and villagers exchange coins, shake hands, and move on, unaware that with every touch, the unseen threat moves with them. No bells ring, no warnings are given. Yet the disease has already slipped past the harbor and into the narrow streets beyond. Messina, June 1347. A cloth merchant woke up shivering. His wife pulled another blanket over him. By midday, she couldn't get near him. The heat coming off his body felt like standing too close to a forge. That night, she wrapped him for burial alone because no one else would come near the house. It crept in like winter cold, that bone-deep chill you can't shake off. Then your head starts pounding. Your joints ache like you've been beaten. And then the heat comes. October 1347. A Genoese sailor named Giovanni Morelli collapsed in a Messina street. The people who saw him said he looked like he was cooking from the inside out. 2 men dragged him to the church of San Francesco. The priest took one look and barred the door. Morelli died before sunrise. They hauled his body to a ditch outside town and left him there. No one buried him. No one even closed his eyes. The fever killed fast. But what came after the fever, that's what made people run. A day after the fever hit, something else appeared. Hard lumps, black as tar, rising under the skin, armpits, groin, neck, big as hen's eggs, sometimes bigger. People called them God's mark. November 1347. A young woman was brought to the Florentine physician Tommaso del Garbo. Her family carried her through his door. She had a lump under her right arm the size of a small apple.